quickly an apology. I just want to send an apology for Ingrid. She has to leave the meeting by 10 o'clock because he has other commitments as well. Colleagues, we're going to start right away with our BSc meeting for today. This meeting is obviously a very important meeting on the calendar of 2021 for Liasa Western Cape Branch. The committee, which serves on the term 2018 to 2021, we're supposed to serve only till 2020, but we were mandated to serve till 2021 due to obviously the COVID and the impact it had on the library and information services. And therefore, I want to thank the committee for taking on the further duties. I think it was about 8 months to serve with pride and dignity for the organization. So colleagues, thank you very much for going the extra mile in keeping the branch strong so that the new committee, the BSc committee, can carry on with no hassles and with no obstacles. So thank you very much for keeping the Western Cape branch very strong, and especially also the interest groups conveners as well. As I said, the year of 2021, the term of I think our term of 2018 to 2021 was quite a term of a lot of challenges and very complex challenges. But we managed to overcome most of those obstacles and so on. And that just once again a test of the good team that we are together, you know, and how we sort of strategize on certain circumstances that we incurred on our way of planning the organization, especially the Western Cape branch. So therefore, I want to salute you. Thank you very much. It was indeed a great pleasure to work with such a wonderful team. And you will also agree with me when I say that the term, and I say it is a very special term, especially Ingrid can tell us about all the different terms that she also serves on. And every term has a different experience, but what I can attest of this term was that we are, and in the future also, Liasa members are more like a family. We are a family. Now, obviously, with the virtual meetings and things and so on, things are changing. We don't have that physical contact or the face-to-face meeting. So we still have to build bridges on that. So that is also an aspect we have to look at, is how to keep your members happy, how to keep them member. The closest you have a members to you, the more you can obviously build your branch. And that is what we've learned during the time and out of experience, obviously. So thank you very much for your contributions and the extra mile that you went in your tenure. So colleagues, a special welcome also to Siama and to Safiwe for joining us in today's meeting. This is just an idea of what is waiting for you out there. I can also tell you that it's very nice. It's absolutely so nice, satisfactory. It's satisfying in such a way, and I always call that the academic satisfaction. So you don't get it anywhere. The only platform where you get that academic certification or satisfaction, sorry, is at Liasa. And there is a need for that. There is a hunger for that. If I don't get that, I can't sort of operate, you know, as a human being or as a professional. So that is so part of our lives and so on. But Liasa is giving for us, or for me, that satisfaction. So already, then I think that is the special welcome for you all to our meeting for today. And then I just want to move on to our next point on the agenda, which is apologies. I received an apology, which was Ingrid's apology that they have to leave the meeting at 10 o'clock. And then I also apology from Hari. They're having load shedding in Wellington. Are there any other apologies that somebody tendered? Zutu Baker, can you just note that? Zutu is our secretary.
Yes. Yes, yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Zutu. Then Personalia, I want to start again to congratulate the outgoing PSC team for your hard work and your dedication. So thank you very, very much for your hard work. We are really going to miss the camaraderie, but it was all worth it for the organization and to build the profession, to extend the profession in a good way. Are there any birthday celebrations today? Any anniversaries? Any achievements that we need to celebrate? No? If you had your birthday, I believe it was a good one. And if your birthday is still coming, we wish you all the best for your birthday. Okay. Are there any other achievements, any illnesses? I just want to, before I say any other illnesses, we've all learned about the passing of Professor George Fredericks. I think we were so saddened by his sudden passing or his death. So I just want to inform the rest of the professionals here about Professor George Frederick, who's not with us anymore. Right, then we move to our next point on our agenda, which is the issues and concerns and possible compliments. Are there any issues and any concerns that you want to oh wait, there's a long service at Ingrid. Ingrid got 30 years service at her institution or services within the profession. So Ingrid, congratulations. For 30 years is indeed quite a long time, a very long time. We hope you're not going to retire too soon, Ingrid. So, I mean, 30 years is quite long, Ingrid. So congratulations on that great achievement.
Ingrid, just to inform you, I'm 2 months behind you, ne?
That's okay. Okay, that's okay. Yeah,
Almost
yeah.
Almost there, lady.
Yeah,
No, we will
yeah.
celebrate
But
that with Bronwyn and a team.
Yeah, but being in the profession much longer. Oh, but yeah, 30 years. Yeah.
Yeah, it's you want to say it's not getting better, Ingrid? Because we want to stay longer. Give some advice.
Listen, it's something new. Listen, one of the cool things about our work, our job, it's not a job. It's a sorry, it's a calling. And you actually, you shouldn't be in the job if you shouldn't be in the calling or whatever, if you're not learning something new every day. There is something new to be learned every single day. Yeah, and yeah, I mean, it could be a little thing, it could be a big thing, but it's there's always something new, and yeah. Look for those opportunities.
Yeah, Ingrid, and many times, sorry, Ingrid, go looking for that opportunities out of your your red taping is putting or causing so much trouble for you as well. Did you experience that, Ingrid? Hey?
Oh, they've been ups and downs. I could tell some stories about UCT, but you know, I think all our institutions we can probably tell stories and go like, what were they thinking, or not thinking.
Yeah. I think that is what actually molds us, you know, and make us who we are today. So that is all for a good cause. So it's all worth it at the end of the day. Thank you, Ingrid, for sharing with us. So are there any other long service between us as members? Ladies, almost there, lady. Ingrid, I think we should celebrate this also with a sister meeting, which will be hopefully in the new term with Fadila and Bronwyn, because we're looking so forward for that one. Nevertheless, we moving on then to the upcoming meetings and events. We'll leave that for that items for the new committee for Bronwyn and a team. Then our BSc meeting point. Sorry, I just want to apologize. I see my numbering there is a bit skewed there. It's a bit skewed. So apology for that. So it should be 4 and then 4.1 and 4.2. The BSc AGM was held on the 10th of September 2021, and everything went quite well with that meeting. So thank you very much for all of you who attended that meeting. So it went well, and the minutes is also ready and provided. So we will also see that the new committee get all those documentation so that we can make it easier for you when you get to your next year annual AGM or annual meeting. The membership total, I'm going to give over to Lady, but before I'm going to give over to Lady about the membership, we are aware that there was a decrease within our membership totals, and that was all due to the uncertainty and the impact that COVID brought about in 2020, from 2020 obviously to 2021. So Lady, is there anything that you can say about that before I give over to Lady? Is the idea was also we purchased some promotional material for the idea in the term of our term to sort of encourage members to join Lihasa in the Western Cape, but that continues. So Bronwyn, we will discuss that more in general about the order that we place for all the promotional material, which will be available for you and your new team to run wonderful campaigns, obviously, because I'm not sure whether with the COVID we can still have the very popular recruitment breakfast or not, depending on how our future looks with COVID. So I give over to you, Lady, on the membership.
Okay, morning, Marsha. I think we're starting off a new year, so our membership total is still the same, 300 and something, I think 351. But I think early bird is kicking in, so I don't know how they're going to calculate that. Will it start from January or how? But for now, we still have 351 members. Is Anna-Marie here? How are we going to calculate that membership now? Because it's not the new members. If you join now, it's not the new membership.
Yes. Yeah. Anna-Marie
it's not added to this year. It's next year's members. Sorry.
It's new. Okay, it's new members next year. Ingrid also mentioned that that the institution will pay for their members, but that is so good. Will pay for members who are interested in joining the organization. So Ingrid, that is a good indication that something good will happen within in the coming years. I think we should still, as we're sitting here around here, still help to campaign and ask our members to keep joining our Western Cape and also Lihasa National, so that we can just be a stronger organization. That is very, very important. Remember, people are going through a lot of emotional things with this COVID, the impact it had on them, how it affected them. So we have to persuade them that COVID not only brought not the good things, it brought actually a lot of good things also. And I always recall when we were sort of struggling, when we were thinking about how are we going to reach our members in the Western Cape, that Naisna and George region, you remember, regions, and we didn't see a way out, in fact, and our way was only to go there. But now COVID comes and tells us, well, we're having this virtual meetings. This is how we can sort of also recruit members. We can have special recruitment meetings, you know, virtually as well. So those are the methods and the ideas and suggestions that we have to plan and work on. Bronwyn, that is a point which you can use maybe on your strat planning for recruitment if we can't do it face to face, if it can't happen face to face.
Sorry, Marcia.
Yes.
Can I've just checked now again.
Yeah.
I think it's 266 members at this stage.
Oh, good.
266.
Oh, Yana, lady, I'm shocked.
266, sorry.
266. Oh,
yeah,
but it was with our AGM, it was 351. So there is a huge drop in the membership. So we have a lot of work to do. So there's a lot of work to be done. And I want us also to in some way support, even if we do it behind the scene with a new committee, just to give them the necessary support while they are finding their feet, obviously, under the table. So just Bronwyn and the rest of the team, of the new incoming team, just let us know. Just drop an email, just make a phone call, just write an email, and we will be there, because Liasa is lying us very close to the heart, and we want to build this organization, or the professional organization, where it actually was. That should be our focus. Okay. Are there anything on the membership that anyone wants to add? Okay, if not,
Mencia, I have my hand up. Sorry, you didn't notice that.
Sorry, I didn't notice that. Apologize. I saw there. Yes.
Okay. No,
yes,
I see you left number 4 completely. I thought that perhaps we were going to raise the issue of the state, of the branch, basically. Under that, perhaps we can do that at the end. Because now I see you are talking about Bronwyn and her team. We are just 2.
Yeah.
It's me and her. So
you just I hear you, Sophie.
Yeah. So perhaps I think we maybe at the end, but of course it doesn't really. Yeah. We can talk about that at the end. Because I thought I was going to raise it under issues, of concern.
Yes, that is definitely, we could have discussed it there. But if it's in order with the meeting, can we put it on the agenda on general for 10.2 there? There's also a 10.2. So it's 10.1 is the promotional material and the campaigns. I've touched it there, and then 10.2 we talk about the committee BSc.
Let's just say the state of the branch.
The state of the branch. Yeah. The state of the branch. Okay, Sophie.
On that, yes. I just see I just see also in the chat, Anna Marie put there, there's only 17 people that renewed the membership so far. In the chat.
Oh, on the chat, I saw the
only 17 registered members that renewed so far.
Yeah, so there's work to do. There's work that needs to be done there. So we thank you, Anna Marie. We take note of that. So just the secretary, please note, make a note that the membership, it is indeed a priority, and it is a huge concern that we have to get at least a certain target for this year for the membership. So, but that is something that needs to be discussed in the strat meeting. Okay. Although it looks a little bit bleak and so on, I want to assure you not to panic about that. But there are reasons why people are sitting there, because people don't know. But once we inform them about our way forward, once we inform them about what our calendar look for them, then you will see people will have an interest. They need information, and we have to provide that information for them. So once there's nothing, people would say, why should I wasting my time, because they've got other work to do as well. Okay. Thank you. Colleagues, anything else before I move on? Yeah. So as Ingrid said there, the secret is to work with the interest groups, and that I agree 100% with her. If your interest groups are not active, there is no way that you can be that is experience is saying that, speaking that now, is that you can be a successful branch, really, because you need that capacity. You need that. I know we need that at this very moment. We need that now just to carry on, you know, is to get our interest groups on board. And they are so willing, the conveners, and so motivated to carry on. But the thing is, they don't know where to start. So we must get them, we have to identify, and luckily we can do that now, as the electoral officer communicated with us to say that can be done internally by the branch. So that also needs to be discussed as well. Okay. The finances, point 7, the finances, Bronwyn is not here, and I hope she would be able to be here on that, but I am in a position to give account or to report on the finances of the branch in some way. Don't ask me difficult questions about the finances, please. But nevertheless, colleagues, what we as the team and the committee do for the new team is that as far as possible, we make it so easy for you. This is, I don't think the other branches win this extra mile as well, is that we make it so easy for you just to carry on with whatever your plan is for the branch. So what we've done is there was in fact would I say a mandate from it is actually something that we discussed at REPCO, that we should move our account or our funds over to the national structure. It's less of a problem, because we had problems of signatories, especially when we changed committees and all those things, which made quite sense. And we agreed on one of our REPCO meetings that yes, that is a good idea to move our funds to national account. So we went yesterday to do so, because we also experienced a lot of problems within our branch with our finances, not with doing transactions and so on. Our account was frozen in some stage, and then it was the technical problems that we experienced, certain authorizations couldn't be done. There was quite a lot of things. Then we have to sort of ask National to assist us with funding. But thank you very much, Anne-Marie. We never had a problem in getting funding back. So Bronwyn says she's lost connectivity there. But nevertheless, those were some of the challenges that we had with our accounts. And so we're so happy that the account moved to national. So what we did yesterday is we closed the Western Cape finances, or the account for the Western Cape branch, the bank accounts. And there was an amount of 16,414 Rand and 42 cents in the current account. And that we couldn't transfer, the bank couldn't transfer that immediately for us to national, but they can transfer it to, listen carefully, they could transfer it to any one of the 3 signatories people. And we asked Lady, asked that they pay that amount in Lady's account. And we were so laughing when we were doing that. We said, Lady, you just don't know where you just pay that amount over immediately now to national account and so on. So I want to assure you that it was immediately paid over this amount of 16,414 and 42 cents to the national account, which is our current account. And Anne-Marie did the confirmation that it reflects on the account. So thank you very much, Lady, for that. And thank you very much, Anne-Marie, for assisting us there on the other side. Okay, are there any questions on that part for now, before I get to the investment part? Okay, if not, the investment account, we also have an investment account, and the donors there, of which is Raina Epstein also, and there's other donors also, who made the donation for certain items, or for a certain activity to be done, or to fund. So
I think we lost Marcia.
Yeah, it looks like.
Yeah,
Hey,
it looks like it.
This load
Sorry,
shedding.
can you hear me now?
Oh, there
Yes,
you
Okay,
go.
sorry,
there
I
you
lost
back.
connectivity.
Yes.
Can
Yeah.
you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sorry. Yes, I lost connectivity just now. So I just continue with the investment account. The amount there, I can't recall what that amount is again. But it's still as it was all the time. We sort of ring fence that. Anna Marie mentioned this morning in an email that the money is safe. So, and it's still the money of the Western Cape. So if there's any activities, any money that we need in the Western Cape, anything, we should just do or drop a little proposal and draw it and write an email to Anna Marie and say, this is what the branch intend to do. Yeah, the money will, the question is, and I think Anna Marie will also answer that question and they say the account that is transferred into the person has to be what now? Teresa, say something there. Teresa, can you perhaps could you perhaps then say something about that? Anna Marie also sent an email this morning, so I give it to Teresa. She's a treasurer, so she will be able to share it with you.
Are we talking about the investment account, or are we talking about
the investment? I give them. I already explained to them the current account what we did.
Okay, the investment account. What they said is that because it's a notice account, it's a 32-day notice account, and it's over 3 months account or something like that. So they said they can only transfer the money into the bank account of Liasa during February, and so that money will only reflect in February. So Marcia, we expect to we would like Anna Marie to ring fence that money for us, because we have got a kind of an agreement with donors, and we need to fulfill that agreement with the donors with regards to how we're going to spend that money. So we are hoping that Anna Marie doesn't have any issues, or they don't have any problems on that side. Was actually ring fencing it for us for awards and for Reina donated it for advocating for library services, and we were using it for the annual branch awards and so on.
Oh, yes, thank you, Teresa.
Ingrid's hand is up, Ingrid.
Yeah, Ingrid.
Yeah, I just want to kind of reiterate that it went in the original thing from Reina was that it was to be used for advocacy, and I mean eventually it was decided, and this was with Reina, to make some kind of a branch award. Okay, and I see Anna Marie's answering, because I'm just you know, it went into the investment account so that it could grow, not that investment account actually had a lot of interest, etc., but it I mean, that's what it was there for. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of like as someone who'd been party to that agreement originally, I just, you know, sort of know that at the time that was the agreement.
Yeah, thank you, Ingrid. And Anna Marie, is something that you would like to add? Because we received an email this morning from Anna Marie, and all the questions that you are raising now, colleagues, with regard to ring fence that money for the purpose that it was allocated for. Anna Marie answered that in a very clear and a directive way. So yes, Ingrid, the money will be ring fence and be safe and keep apart for those purposes. We should just draw up a document so that they can just add it to the financial reports for Nikki Kennedy, I think, the auditor, so that it can be cleared from our side. Okay. Yeah. So Ingrid, we also note that there must be minutes from the time, as you said, coming from Naomi. who have that information, what the money was originally being donated for. Anything else, Anne-Marie or Teresa, anything you'd like to add, or any questions around the fund, the money of the Western Cape branch? I feel quite comfortable.
I just want to add that at the AGM, when I gave a report back, there was an amount in the bank account, and the amount transferred, if anybody has any questions about it, it is a little bit less because of the bank charges that may have come off between then and now. We have had no transactions on the account that we actually made between AGM and now.
Yeah, there will only be 11 Rand for the internet transaction. I recall that the lady mentioned. I just want to ask Teresa, what is the amount of, what was the amount of the investment?
I don't have it here in front of me, but it was
don't.
around 7,400 and something.
Okay. Oh, good. Thank you.
Anne-Marie, I will send you the amount, the last amount that I have, so that you've got some kind of record of it when they transfer in February over to the national account.
Thanks, Teresa.
Thank you. Any other questions before we move on to our next point on the agenda, point 8, which is the interest groups. The BSC committee, as we've mentioned and touched base there, is very important for the branch to have interest groups. That I'm not going to discuss in detail now, as a few were asking to put that under general. So I think under general, we can sort of make suggestions and recommendations on how we can help the new committee sort of to get those interest groups, active, or just be in contact with the previous conveners or possible people who are interested in taking the interest group forward. Okay. All right. Ingrid, you asked me before 10 o'clock. Is there anything else you want to mention before you have to leave?
Okay, I need to, can I just do, if we jump to the Helig point, then I can then just speak to that and introduce Shahama Mohammed from UWC, who is coming in as the branch convener for Wechelig. So, and I just want to give a little bit of background. I mean, Shahama and I have chatted, but also just to say, I actually will still be involved with Helig because I am I am on the national exec as the PRO. So I am around. So just also just as a way to remind everyone just how the Wechelig is actually has been operating. We have always had, we don't have so the branch interest groups do not have a constitution, and don't actually have portfolios as such. So it's been a Wechelig team led by the convener, somebody who convenes. So what we have always had, the practice over the years has always been that there is in fact a representative or a volunteer from each of the big institutions, the academic institutions. If people haven't put up their hand to kind of say, well, can I be on the Wechelig team? So in fact, there should be a person from UCT and not me. Somebody from UCT, somebody from UWC over and above Shahama, who is coming in as convener, somebody from Stellies, Viwe, last year the last term we actually had to approach, and it was Marlene Hendricks who had been nominated by Stellenbosch to be on the team. Well, CPUT, we had Joseph Mangadi, who actually ended up moving to UWC. So then there was a gap. There wasn't anyone from CPUT, and then currently Berenice Pfeiffer serves from Helderberg College. So there is a sort of representativity, and that'll probably be one of Shahama's first tasks, is to gather her groups together. And then what happens is it has always been that the interest groups, the branch Helig interest groups, no matter which branch they're in, actually work very closely. They sit on the Helig National, and all the activities are kind of coordinated, at least that in a calendar they are coordinated. So some of you guys will have seen that last year, or in this last term, we would have been running webinars, but it would have been by Wetschelig, hosted by Wetschelig, but then sort of advertised and promoted under the auspices of the National Helig group. So in fact, there probably needs to be one or two, maybe two activities from the Western Cape, maybe more, that are coordinated with national, with the National Helig, but they appear on the branch calendar as well. So that's what it's been. As Shahama knows, I'm right here for questions and things like that, and whatever advice I can give. We you know, sort of and forever what and suggestions as a normal Wetschelig member. So that's probably it. Shahama, is there anything that I've left out? We've already chatted about a possible activities for the incoming term.
No, I don't think so, Ingrid. Thank you. I've just put in the chat. It was a very helpful overview, and you know, yeah, I'm really looking forward, firstly, to recruiting members, and then some collaborative efforts, because I do believe in collaboration and teamwork. From where I come, that was the core of my work all these years. I work in groups and you know, with teams, and I think that is the best way forward. And of course, I'm looking forward to strategizing our activities for next year. So I hope that I can rely on the support of everybody. And Mersha, I'm going to be very, you know, I'm going to bother you a lot, and Ingrid as well. Thank you for your support. So I don't think I do have any other questions, because we covered a lot in our meeting last week, Ingrid and I. We spoke for nearly 2 hours. And yeah, she covered a lot of ground. So thanks for that.
Yeah, it's now just Savive. We kind of looking at so who could be volunteered, or who would volunteer from Stellies, and the same thing is to get a volunteer or someone to be volunteered from CPUT and UCT. And then obviously Shahama will work her magic at UWC.
Yeah,
It's a bit more difficult. Yeah, it's a bit more difficult for people to say no when you're right there in their faces.
We've got Joseph from UWC. I suppose he'll continue. He's, you know, being a member of the team, and maybe, you know, I can put the feelers out for our own team of librarians there. I'm sure they'll be interested.
Yeah, no, so the kind of things that again that Wetschelig had been doing under national is things like the Journal Club. Saviwe was a presenter the last time, looking at information literacy, looking at systematic reviews, looking at scholarly communication. So you know, sort of in conjunction with national. And in fact, if I may just add here that the national HELIG convener is in fact Lynn Kleinfeld, who is from CPUT. So there is a strong Western Cape component. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to working with Shahama and with Saviwe and with the others who are involved with HELIG and the higher education. Yeah. So that's it from me. I will hang about until just before 10 and then head into my next meeting.
Thank you.
Thank you for your hard
Ingrid,
work,
for that.
Ingrid.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ingrid. Colleagues, there we had it. What I can also say, Siama, we will always be there, and especially the new team as well. But anytime, you're welcome to contact, drop, talk very informally about anything that you want to know. Siama, I can recall.
Thank you.
Then when the first time when I've heard your name, when I've met you, I was thinking, oh wait, this student, he is very enthusiastic, and that is good, and that is what I like, and that is a characteristic that I picked up from you then. So I'm so happy that you joined this team on this very moment. I think we need more members who are proactive and not waiting for things to happen, and this is a bonus for the team. So Bronwyn, there you go. And I can see you already have a lot of activities on your calendar already for 2022. So thank you very much.
Thank you,
everyone.
Marsha.
You're welcome. Colleagues, then anything else from any other branch before we move over to the concern of the BSc team for 2022? If not, colleagues, with your permission, we will just change then the item number 9 and turn around, where we will say, okay, we move the item number 9 hand over to the very last of the general meeting. Is that in order with you? Okay. I just want to touch about the promotional material again. I've mentioned it that we've ordered and these material last year already. This year, can't recall, this year, early this year, yes. So it is on its way, and I want to ask Bronwyn to give her details and particulars to Anne-Marie in order to courier the stuff to you, Bronwyn, the new stuff, the promotional material that's coming to your way. Okay.
Thank you,
Is that
Marsha.
in order with you?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's fine with me. I will liaise with Anne-Marie after the meeting.
Yes,
Thank
good.
you.
Good.
Marsha?
Right. Yes,
Marsha?
Lady. Yes, Lady.
Just on that also, just Bronwyn, I've got the banners and just tell Marsha about the Bronwyn about the banners and stuff that I have, Marsha.
Yes.
Yes, Lady Marsha has informed me via WhatsApp. So thank you very much for that.
You can just collect it anytime from me.
I will let you know when I'm in the area, definitely. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Colleagues, then let me just see. So anything else under the general will be obviously the calendar, but we can also make that part of general instead of taking it to issues and concerns. The calendar, Bronwyn, obviously, as you've learned from the previous branches, it's good to have a calendar for the year of activities or planned activities, even though if you're not sure on your date, but at least determine a certain month to do some activities of some kind. So that will give an idea to the members that things will be happening within the branch. So that would be of the good things to do, or be on your points of strategies, obviously. All right, and then we move over then to the issue and concern of the new BSc team and the bronze. I give over to Safiwe and to Bronwyn to speak from the heart, and then we can obviously make suggestions and all those things. I will be around. It's just someone for me collected a document which I have to hand over to quickly, but I hear you guys. You can continue.
Okay, perhaps because I came up with the point, if you don't mind, Bronwyn, I will speak to it.
Sure, so we will proceed.
Okay, no, thank you so much. Colleagues, we are very concerned. We had a meeting with the National on the 26th of October. Basically, what has happened is that our branch had a chairperson, chair-elect, and a secretary. Unfortunately, the person was supposed to be the secretary resigned. So now we were left with only the chairperson and chair-elect. And according to the rules, you know, as shown during the AGM, it was stated that branches that do not have, you know, these three portfolios, you know, at least the chairperson, chair-elect, secretary, will then, I can't remember the term that they use, but I would say if it was a municipality, they will be under administration, which means they will go to the office of the president and actually report to that office. And in terms of how they are going to operate, that would be a decision that is taken between those members that are left within the BEC and the president. So we are in that, colleagues. We don't have a functional BEC as it were. But we are expected, that's me and Bronwyn, to come up with, you know, possible plans as to how do we intend to operate, you know, under these circumstances. Obviously, the issue of working with interest groups, it was, you know, something that was paramount in my mind. To say we need to, you know, draw some expertise from the interest groups and start to, you know, work together with them or in collaboration with them. But it's also a concern of mine. It looks like, you know, interest groups are becoming more, shall I say, strengthened, you know, compared to BECs, which can indicate, you know, a bit of a, you know, those cleavages opening, you know, between the various sectors within librarianship. That is your public librarians wanting to, you know, stick together, academic librarians wanting to stick together, etc., etc. So it's really concerning. But I hope that, you know, we will find ways where we are able, even though we are working with interest groups, where we are able to find issues or common issues that will be of interest, you know, to librarians in all sectors. So yeah, basically that's that. We still have not come up with that plan. That's me and Bronwyn. But this is something that we've been asked to do. Actually, I think we were supposed to have submitted by the end of October, but then Bronwyn asked for, you know, an extension, given that we're going to have this meeting today. So that was just it, just to, you know, update you on those issues.
I'm not sure if Masha is back. Masha, are you back? May I proceed, please?
Yes, she's back, but she's muted and she's talking to herself.
Okay.
Thank you, Safiwe. Thank you, Safiwe, for your overview. Bronwyn, you may proceed.
Thank you, Masha. Yes, thank you, Safiwe, for that feedback. And colleagues, that is exactly where we are right now in terms of the Western Cape branch and the situation. And Safiwe, it's that what we want to call the swear word. We've been placed under abeyance in the branch. However, I do have some good news. I've received confirmation from at least 2 members who have indicated that they would be interested to assist us. And that is Laddie and Fadila. I've received, you know, official communication from them indicating that they are willing to be part of the team. I am hoping that we can depend on the rest of you. It's just, I think it's important that we do get your willingness, in the writing maybe, or maybe just on the WhatsApp, because I don't want people just to assume that some people are available to assist, and then, you know, there's perhaps miscommunication at the end of the day. So again, I'm asking the outgoing BEC if there are any of the members who are willing to assist as additional members for the Western Cape branch, please let me know via WhatsApp, and then we will proceed to have a meeting, Saviwe. I'm not sure. We'll have to check the calendar and see if that can happen perhaps face to face or via Zoom, which I take it we have to speak to Anna Marie about. But that meeting will have to happen soon because I've requested an extension to submit our plan by the end of November. So that permission has been granted. So we will have to, you know, get together as soon as possible. So if any of the members here are still interested in assisting us moving forward, please let me know as soon as possible. Today is Wednesday, the 10th of November. If I can have details by Friday for the latest, please, colleagues, then that would be good so that we can really, you know, start moving forward in getting the plans and things sorted. Yes, Nazim has indicated that people can serve as additional members. Unfortunately, there cannot be any portfolio holders as such. But yes, the term abeyance was rather a strong one because I actually received a call from one of the members saying to me, "Julle gefire, you fired." You know, and I had to explain to the person, you know, given the semantics, of course, we are still well alive, and we intend to stay alive and well during this period. So thank you, Marsha. I think that's all from my side, and thank you, Saviwe, for that feedback. Much appreciated.
Thank you very much, Bronwyn and Sophia, for all the information and the overview on the current situation of your committee. I think as we all are sitting here, we're already sort of brainstorming, have possible suggestions and all those things. I will take the liberty just to make possible recommendations. I don't want to commit me at this very moment now to say I will fully join the team. That is, when I join something, I want to give my 100% to that at the moment. But I think for now, I need the break. So, but I am here, then I will always be available for anything, whatever Lihasa is concerned. So please feel free to contact me, to phone me, whatever the case might be, even in the night, even 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, because my husband are always asking, what's wrong with you? If you don't sleep, you read. If you don't read, you have a pen and a paper. So that is, I don't know how I'm going to get rid of that kind of habits and things and so on. So yes, writing down everything, that's me. But nevertheless, colleagues, let me just give some possible recommendations or suggestions, I would rather say. Bronwyn, you've mentioned that you need to give a sort of a proposal by the end of November. In terms of your two options of meetings that you want to have, like having a meeting with your current team, as well as people who are interested in joining the team. and also other interested members is to save yourself and maybe have one meeting, and that meeting you could perhaps call or have it as your strat meeting. And if COVID allows you to still have that meeting, a face-to-face meeting, make it your best plan and your team to have that face-to-face meeting, obviously in a venue where you will have the necessary or adhere to the necessary protocols of COVID. So that is the important thing to kick off, because when you're sitting and you see each other, or even if you do only one strat meeting and you say to yourself, this meeting is going to be a meeting of 2 or 3 hours, and you know you're sitting there and strategize about the ideas and the things. So I would say do away with your 2 meetings that you intend of doing, because people are sort of having sometimes, not having sometimes, we're having quite hectic programs at our work. That is just a suggestion. Then if you're having the strat meeting, that will then constitutionally allows any of us, even myself, to attend that meeting, just to give possible suggestions, help you to strategize, that you have a plan on the table. So anyone of the committee, as we're sitting here, can then sort of join that meeting. Nothing will prohibit you in terms of the constitution to do that. But if you're having a meeting, then it's against the constitution to have people in your meeting who are not members of your committee. You got that point. So that is the suggestion I would just want to touch on as well, want to make to you. And then to Lady and Fadila, thank you very much. And then Safiwe, you were also referring to the different library sectors. So yes, you're so on point, and that is with the PACLIC. If you look on the agenda, sorry, not PACLIC, with the interest groups, if you look on the agenda, you will see the different interest groups. So PACLIC speaks to obviously public libraries, WICHLIC obviously to the higher education, and ICLIC obviously to technology and all those stuff, and then LISLIC also to special libraries, and SLISLIC to education and all those things, and support group support. So Mike was also part of that. It was one person, it was Teresa Skuman. So if you can get a person, even if it's one person for now, at your strat meeting or at your meeting, then at least you've got a starting point. And then from there you go. You can't take it bit by bit. You can't expect now by the end of November to have the full committee as which is idle, I would say. That is impossible. So don't be too harsh on yourself. Just try to identify a person who are interested and passionate about taking that interest group forward. So that is basically what I would like to suggest at the moment. So are there any other, do you have any questions for me any further than this?
No, not from my side, Marcia. Thank you.
Thank you. The other colleagues who's here, are there anything you'd like to add to the committee? To the committee, Fadila is here. Fadila, I think you should make use of the Cook Sister opportunity in the meeting, and we can always ask Tim also, because his venue is very central to have a face-to-face meeting.
Hi, good morning. Assalamualaikum, everybody. So nice to see your names and hear your voices. I'll be glad to be part of whatever meeting we're planning, and I'll definitely bring the co-sisters, inshallah.
Thank you in advance.
Yes, Marcia. I also just like to say, Bronwyn, I think I said to you in the email that I will always be there, like I've been there for Marcia.
Yes.
Yeah, and I always be on support the Western Cape or interest groups in wherever I can. So yeah, I think we can just take it one step at a time and try to just get people on board. Yeah, so I am always available. That's it from my side. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Laddie. Thank you, Fadila. Much appreciated.
Yes, and Mari is also there. Mari hope to join us. They had load shedding. I was asking her because she did a great job last year. I mean, in our term, and I was asking her also, and I said to her, if you can't do it like in full time, just be around, you know, also to advise. But I will also be there and push more to do, I mean, most of the things as far as possible, but with the necessary suggestions and the things. So I will be around here. So, and I'll will to be in touch and talk with you guys informally, very informally, on what possibly we can do to let the Western Cape bronze grow and make it strong as it was. Any other inputs from the colleagues?
I'd like to just say that it's really been an honor being on the BEC. I've been on the BEC since 2007, and working with different people and working with the same people as well. I know there's other people here that have been around the same, just as long as I have. It's really been a pleasure to work with you all and to see Liasa grow with all of us working so hard together. So as Laddie said, like, I'm going to be like Fadila. I'll be a lost lappy. So just shout if you need any help, but don't ask me the night before because then I won't be able to help you. My plans are, I'm concentrating very much on my work right now at the observatory. I have a lot to do, myself and Tobeka. So, but we are around and our facility is available if you need a space as well. Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you, Teresa.
Thank you, Teresa. I was, sorry, Marsha, if I may. I was sitting here waiting for Teresa to say something and hoping she would say something. And I was hoping that Ingrid would also say something. But yes, I really appreciate, and I think this, I speak on behalf of Saviwe as well, where we say thank you, thank you, thank you so much to all of you who are willing to assist us. It really does mean a lot to us, and it does make us feel a little bit more loved and not feel as if we're out there on our own. And thank you for offering the support, the ongoing support. We will definitely tap into that. Thank you. Thank you, Marsha.
You're welcome, Bronwyn, and your team. You're always welcome. You can lean firmly backwards. We are here to catch you guys. So don't be afraid. Just live out your passion. Do what you want to do, what you need to do, I would say, and just it flows. It flows a day when you see you are so good in whatever you're doing. The results will just speak to the fear that you are seeing or the challenges that we're facing now at the very moment, or you're facing at the very moment. But it's these challenges that are the motivation for you to grow strong. So, colleagues, anyone want to say something on this point and on this issue of discussion? And now we're going to take forward. If not, then we can move over to our official handover. We're not in a room where we normally give and say, here you are, here's the documentation, here's everything, and so on. But with our meeting here, Bronwyn, it is my pleasure on behalf of the Liasa Western Cape BSc 2018 to 2021 BSc committee to give over for you in a good standing, you know, everything that we've done for the organization and for you and your team, and you are a team, to take forward from here. And the assurance of us are here. So be proud, serve the organization with always with pride and dignity, like you did in the past. We will all get there. We do this for our our nation, and that we keep up the good work for the Western Cape. Thank you very much. On this note, I'm very emotional, and I say thank you very much.
Thank you, Marsha. Yeah,
Hi,
it's been
Bronwyn.
quite a journey. Sorry, Fadila.
Sorry, you can continue. I just wanted to say something before we close down. Can I go ahead?
Yes, Marsha, with your permission, I take it
Yes.
Fadila can go
Yes,
ahead.
yes, we can.
Marsha, it's
Yeah.
still your
Actually,
meeting, Marsha, until we
it's still
drop
my
the lines
meeting,
completely. It's
Bronwyn.
still your
Yeah.
meeting.
It's still my
Yes.
meeting, yes,
I
yeah.
just want to,
Yes.
yeah, I just want to say it's always a great honor for me to work with our our librarians. I've been with Liasa for many years in very different capacities, working with different people, and I want to thank you for Marsha especially, for a well-run couple of years. We've had a lot of fun, we've had a lot of hard work, and we got to know each other well. So when the term ends of the people, it's always very sad, but it's very encouraging to hear that people are going to be available to assist if we should need you. So thank you very much, and welcome, and to all the new people that's coming on board. And Bronwyn, I wish you all the best, and ek is by your side, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, see, if we talk about friend and friends, and we are a family. So thank you very much. Anyone else that want to say a last word before we conclude our meeting and adjourn?
Yes, Marsha, if I may.
You're welcome.
Thank you. You know, I think we cannot, the word thank you cannot be said enough to the outgoing BEC. I think people have really gone above and beyond, and especially during this time of many challenges that we have, are facing. People have lost loved ones along the way. People have battled COVID themselves. People have battled other illnesses as well. And we thank the Almighty for allowing people to recover and recuperate and still give their all to Liasa, and especially the Western Cape branch. Yes, the branch, there's a lot of hard work that lies ahead, but it's nothing that cannot be done. I like to think that I'm an optimist, and I like to think that with the optimism, things will work out. And I just want to again say thank you, Marsha. Thank you to the team. Thank you to all the interest group members who have served so diligently and so willingly and so freely, giving of your time. It really is appreciated, your time and your resources. Please note that it doesn't go unnoticed with us, and we've got big shoes to fill, which is quite a challenge, but I assure you with the team members that we will make a success, and we will restore the Western Cape branch to its former glory, because we do know, with the COVID pandemic around, there has been quite a drop in membership, as mentioned earlier, and so forth. But yes, that was not anybody else, anybody's fault. It just sadly is the way things are. But we really hope and pray moving forward that we will be able to restore the Western Cape branch to its former glory, and maybe even take it to greater heights as well, given that we now moving towards the online platform. But again, colleagues, to each and every one of you, thank you so much for this opportunity, and we look forward to serving all our members, to the best of our ability. Again, thank you, Marsha. My hart loop oor van blydskap en dankbaarheid. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bronwyn. Thank you very much for the kind words, Bronwyn. Yes, before we conclude our meeting, anyone, I just want to make sure before we leave, that everyone get a chance to say something. Yes.
Yes, from me, Zutobeke, to the
Yes,
new
Sutu.
PC. I wish you guys well. Thank you also for the team. Yes, it was a learning curve from me. I appreciate the help, the growth. So yes, I'm also, available to assist where needed. Otherwise, I wish you well.
Thank you, Sutu. Thank you.
If you don't mind, Misha,
Yes.
can I give a job to the outgoing BEC, maybe even everybody here, to say, please send us 2 ideas as to what should be in our plan, just 2. Maybe you can send to Bronwyn, just 2 ideas of what you think should be in the plan for the BEC, the current BEC.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is non-existent.
Sophie, we take note of that task that you just gave us. Yes, we are here to ask, we are here to help. We certainly do that with a great pleasure for you. Be assured that your plan will be on the table by the 30th of November. We, as the current BC as we are now, before we leave it in the next minutes, are here for you, and we will help you with your planning of your calendar for 2022 at least, and then from there onwards, I'm sure you will be stronger to take it further from there with the capacity of professionals on board. So that is the insurance from us as a whole team. We will see to it, at least, that you are sort of walking proudly and taking the BSc to further heights. Don't be afraid. We are just a hand away. So thank you, Sophie, to the BSc team. I'm gonna say my team. So I never talk about I and so, but today I want to say my team. I want to say to you, thank you very much to each and everyone. Every one of you played a pivotal role in keeping the bronze so strong. And for that, I can't single out anyone, or I don't want to single out anyone in this regard. I just want to thank you, because the input of everyone made it possible to step out and to be very proud of what we've built this far. So colleagues, team of 2018 to 2021, I salute you, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Whatever it is, I wish you well. Bronwyn, you and your team also, I wish you all the best. Go well. Thank you. Colleagues, anything else? If not, then
I'd like to respond there to what Mercer just said. Yes. I don't want to throw out things, but Mercer, yes, from my side, if you had not been there for the past 2-3 years doing what you've done for this branch, then I don't know what would have happened. You've done a lot of, you've taken responsibility for a lot of what other portfolios were supposed to be doing. And I'm not pointing fingers at anyone, but you really have, you took the branch and you made sure that everything was fine. So on behalf of the team, if I may be so forward, as to say thank you very much for what you've done over the past 2, 3, even 4 years, even since you were chair-elect. You really were a good leader, and we really appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, colleagues. Anne-Marie, thank you very much for always being there when we schedule our meetings and always be at the background. Thank you very much. I will really miss all these things from your side, but I'll see you soon. I'll see you soon again. Thank you very much, colleague. On this note, I want to say thank you and goodbye.
Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Assalamualaikum.